Hey, welcome back to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm Karen. Today's reading is a really powerful love message from your person. If you would like to receive more detailed information about what's coming up in your future, tap the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So in today's reading we have 3 sets of cards. Set of cards number 1 is the Christmas tree, set of cards number 2 is the star, and set of cards number 3 is the bauble. So take some time to tune into the energies of the cards. Sit back, relax, get cozy and comfortable. Take a few deep breaths if you need to. You can pause the video right now, but I'll also leave a few quiet moments here as well. Okay, so let's look into the messages that we have for you. So welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the Christmas tree. So this is a powerful love message from your person. We're going to be looking into the tarot and lots of messages cards, as well as pulling messages out of the bag and looking into the divination dice and the charms. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. So this person feels as though there's unfinished business between you with the world in reverse. They are really feeling as though the conclusion between you both is supposed to be your union of you being together. And so they're feeling very disappointed. They're feeling a bit frustrated at this time. They want cooperation between you both. The 3 of Pentacles. So there's definitely some kind of sense of them wanting recognition of you, from you, sorry. I feel as though they were trying to impress you. They were wearing that mask because we have the Magician in reverse, which is kind of like smoke and mirrors, putting on some kind of show. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse as well, which is also about that public recognition. But in the reverse position, it's like they weren't being their true selves, or they were acting shady in some kind of way in order to gain that public recognition. So this is someone who fears what people think of them, and they may try to change themselves, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, in order to feel that approval, that validation from other people. So in some cases this may have got in the way of your connection. It may simply be in the form of them not being their true self with you because they didn't feel good enough, and therefore they were wearing that mask, and ultimately it was creating a gap between you both because there needed to be a certain amount of distance between you both in order for them to keep wearing that mask. Otherwise you would see right through it, even though I feel like many of you see right through them anyway. Another way this may have been affecting your connection is they may have worried too much about what other people thought of them. And so, you know, maybe a lot of people knew about your connection, or maybe you met at work or through friends or something, and everyone kind of knew that you both liked each other or what was going on between you both. And maybe this person was very fearful of what other people thought of them, and so that really held them back. They were afraid of being humiliated, perhaps. Maybe in some cases you were kind of like an outsider, and maybe there was people that were being manipulative and trying to turn this person against you, and they were worried about what these other people were going to think if they just did what they wanted and got with you. So yeah, there was some kind of ending here, but it's unfinished business. This person wants to race in, be much more cooperative. They want you to see them in a good light again. Yeah, they may have been trying to manipulate you through that mask in terms of you know, just trying to control how you perceived them. They're wanting rapid movement forward now. They're wanting balanced movement forward with the Chariot card. They know there has to be a balance of give and take. They've definitely fallen off the horse. They've definitely, you know, fallen from grace. You may have realized these masks that they were wearing, or some kind of deception, and maybe it made you walk away. Maybe it made you really heartbroken and upset with them, and so now you're not seeing them in a good light. But they're trying to, I feel like they're trying to do things the right way now, because the one that is upright is the Three of Pentacles, earthly, grounded energy. They're really wanting to put in the effort, the right effort. And whenever I see a white horse, I feel it's someone being on the path of their highest good. And so doing things right, that's what they want to communicate to you. So let's pull some clarifying cards. All of the message cards in today's reading are my own creation. So what is this world about? World in reverse. So yeah, they feel like it's unfinished business, and we have the Six of Swords. Let's heal this. They want to move out of the difficulties. They want to heal the pain, heal any damage that's been caused, and move your connection forward. I feel like they're putting in the effort. Maybe they weren't doing enough in the connection in the past, but now they're putting in the effort to move your connection forward. What's this Three of Pentacles about? We reap what we sow. So this is the Justice card. They may feel as though they're receiving their justice for, you know, if they didn't treat you right. But also the Justice card is cutting the ties to anything or anyone who isn't serving them. So cutting away from those kind of toxic people, cutting away from toxic cycles or behaviors that this person was engaging in. This is a love of a lifetime. The Lovers card, number 6. So yeah, they feel that you are their soulmate. They feel like Spirit is watching over your connection. Perhaps if they felt like you were the one for them, maybe they felt like it was the right person but at the wrong time. And then, you know, maybe that led them in a way to take you and the connection for granted. Maybe they felt like when the time was right you would be together, and so they kind of messed around with your feelings, or they just weren't their true self in some kind of way. We have the Four of Pentacles. I can't let you go. So they're holding on tightly to you. They want that reconciliation. So what is the Magician in reverse? It's called the Juggler in reverse. They may have been juggling too many things, too many people. Oh my God, look. There's too much to juggle. Wow. Spirit is seriously involved in these readings. This is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is saying they wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it as well. And by that I mean they wanted you in their life, but they wanted their comfort zone. Or they wanted you in their life, but they also wanted someone else, perhaps. You know, there was something that they weren't willing to give up, but they needed to in order for them to be able to 100% commit to you. So that is why the Justice card came up. They are releasing, cutting the ties to those things or the people or person that isn't serving them. So this Six of Wands in reverse is, please don't leave me, the Eight of Cups. So yeah, I feel like you walked away because, you know, you realised something about them wearing a mask or some kind of deception, or you may have felt like they were being immature and just worrying about what other people thought of them too much and not being their true genuine self, and it wasn't really serving you and what you needed from them. So what is this Chariot about? We have the Hierophant. I know this is spiritual, so they know you have a very profound spiritual connection. You may have a telepathic connection as well, and they connect to you in the 5D and the other dimensions. We have the Magician in the upright position as well, so I've mastered how to make this work. So yeah, they've had time and space to see what mistakes they made in the past, put things right, so now they have this clear idea of how to move your connection forward. You are my biggest wish. the 9 of Cups. So they feel deep fulfillment with you. They feel on cloud 9 when they're with you, when they think of you, when they talk to you. And they are wishing, hoping, praying that you can get together. Yeah, because they're totally heartbroken without you. The 3 of Swords. Could have been a third party situation, not necessarily, but yeah, they're feeling totally heartbroken without you. I'm sensing they have a lot of regrets. I find it hard to open up to you, so this may have been one of their major blocks. You know, maybe they didn't feel good enough, maybe they felt very self-conscious, so instead maybe they were hinting to their feelings to you. Maybe they were giving you false promises, making out that they were more ready for a relationship than what they actually were. And they were trying to bide their time. They were trying to keep you holding on, because I do feel like they were trying to get into the right place to be able to be with you. But it wasn't happening as quickly as they may have been making out that it was. So let's look at some more messages cards. Again, all of these message cards in today's reading are my own creation. We're going to start off with the Our Eternal Love cards, followed by the I Love You to the Moon and Back cards, and then the messages from the Divine Masculine deck, and then we'll pull some messages out of the bag, look into the divination dice and the charms. So what messages does this person have for you at this time? We have, I just want to be with you, period. That's what they want. They feel like that ultimate goal with the World in reverse has not yet been achieved. I don't know why, but I've always based my self-worth on what you think of me. So yeah, that's why we had all those cards about them worrying about how people think of them, what you think of them, you know, wearing the mask, trying to manipulate how you're thinking of them, trying to stay in control in that way rather than just relaxing, surrendering, being themselves. They were blocking the relationship from developing because they were very rigid and frightened of your perception of them. There's too much water under the bridge. I don't know how we could ever come back from that. So they feel as though there's been a lot of pain, heartbreak, damage that's been done in this connection. They're worried that, you know, there's no healing of that. Too much has happened for there to be that reconciliation. So what messages do they have for you at this time? We have, you are always my number one and always will be. So it could suggest that they're in a third party situation and their heart, you know, loves you more than the other person, or just more generally it's saying they feel like you are the one. They just love you more than anyone else in that kind of way. I don't deserve you. I regret many things from the past that I can't take back. So yeah, they have a lot of regrets. They have that self-esteem issues where they don't feel good enough. This is most likely one of the major blocks as well. They didn't come forward. They didn't communicate enough. They weren't their true self because they felt like they would be rejected ultimately, but it was a reflection of their own self-rejection. I was too afraid to tell you how much I love you. So again, them holding back that expression, fears of rejection. They've always loved you from afar. You needed them to really come forward and express that to you directly. Wow. I was wearing a mask to keep you in my life. I didn't realize it was keeping us apart. So yeah, they felt like there had to be something or someone else in order to keep you holding on to them, to make you love them. But ultimately it was creating a wedge between you, because, you know, something real cannot manifest out of something that's false. I am a mess. I don't even know how to love myself or have a healthy relationship. So this is confirmation that it's not personal. If this person hasn't come forward to you and expressed themselves, they don't know how to love themselves at this time, so they don't know how to have a healthy relationship with you. It's nothing to do with them not loving you enough. It's to do with them feeling like they're a mess and needing to heal, needing to love themselves, basically. I can't bear this longing. So they're longing for you very deeply at this time. They're always thinking about you. They're wanting to be with you. This longing may increase over this holiday period as well. Yeah. They definitely see you as the one, because we have no one will ever love me like you do, and no one will ever love you like I do. So they feel that your love is special. No one can replace that. So let's look at the I love you to the moon and back cards. It's not just down to my free will. Okay, so you may have felt that it was a personal rejection because it seemed as though this person just needed to man up or woman up and come forward, express themselves, make it work, do whatever it takes kind of thing. But this is saying that it's more than that. This is about an energetic alignment or misalignment, basically. You know, when, again, if we're not in a place of self-love, we cannot, due to the law of attraction, attract that healthy, loving relationship on the outside. We reflect, we manifest whatever's going on the inside. Again, we have the self-esteem issue. You're too good for me. You know, you may have even heard this person say that to you. We have, do you still love me? So yeah, they're obviously hoping and praying that you do still love them, that you will give them a second chance. I feel like you want me to be responsible for your happiness. So they may have felt some pressure to do with feeling like you had lots of expectations on them, or maybe they felt like you kind of centered your life around them and you were holding on dearly to the future, to the relationship, wanting more. And they felt as though they couldn't give you what you desired and what you needed at that time. And so it was really playing heavy on them. And they kind of ran away because they wanted to get away from feeling bad about themselves. I'm just not at the maturity level to give you what you need. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. So again, this person has needed to mature. This person has needed to heal, grow, maybe have more of a spiritual awakening. So there's definitely divine timing here. And this, again, this person has always loved you. Yeah, shit had to happen to wake us both up. So there's been a lot of triggering in this connection. It's not a straightforward connection. You could be twin flames. I need to feel like a good provider in a relationship with you. I felt out of my depth. So again, they felt like they couldn't live up to what you deserved. Like they've put you on a pedestal and they just know that you're so amazing that they just felt like they were a mess and they couldn't like give you what you deserved. And so it was making them feel bad about themselves. They, you know, they were being cruel to be kind. They felt like you deserved better. Just realized I haven't switched these lights on here. I'm stuck. So yeah, they felt stuck. It's almost like they didn't know how to heal themselves. Maybe they felt stuck because they had dug themselves into a hole by wearing that mask, and then they felt like they couldn't just suddenly take the mask off and be their true self because it would show them up. It would show up the fact that they had sort of bent the truth about certain things. I'm praying to God. So yeah, they're praying for that reconciliation. They're praying for guidance to move your connection forward. Yeah, what does she think of me? So again, they're very worried that you're seeing them in a bad light. And recently they're worried that you're not going to take them back. We have you're so beautiful. So they see you as this beautiful person inside and out. They see you as really amazing, really strong. It's like they see you as the perfect person. But they're, you know, maybe they're a perfectionist and they're always criticizing themselves. We are meant to be. So again, they feel like you're the one. They feel like it's that unfinished business. So let's pull some messages out of the bag next. Reach out. So yeah, they're going to reach out. They're going to contact you. Make you jealous. So yeah, there may have been some immaturity where they were trying to make you jealous. Maybe they were surrounded by a lot of people. Maybe other people were trying to interfere. Maybe other people wanted this person. And so they were trying to paint you in a bad light. Yeah, and maybe this person sort of went along with that, and then they sort of, maybe they felt like you were jealous, and that sort of boosted their ego in a way, but it was very childish. Lessons in self-love. Yeah, definitely this person needs to know self-love. You know, you may need to know self-love as well. Maybe you didn't have healthy boundaries in the past. Maybe you put up with certain things that weren't for your highest good, but now I feel like you are a lot more. Yeah, we have expectations. So they felt like you had expectations they couldn't live up to, and they still have expectations that you are meant to be together. Shaky, sweaty, stuttering. So yeah, this person feels very self-conscious in front of you. They may have been shy. This may have been one of the major reasons why they didn't reach out. They were very afraid of humiliating themselves, being rejected. So let's look into the divination dice next. We have the monk. So yeah, they've been going inwards. They have connected more with their own divinity, with soul family, the angels, spirit guides. Going inwards a lot. There's this circus tent, so this reminds me of the Fool card, taking a leap of faith, but also it's like that circus, putting on an act, kind of showing off, but acting a bit foolishly. It makes me think of a tightrope. They may have felt like they were on a tightrope. Any false move and they would fall off. So any false move with you, and they felt like everything would fall apart and they would mess up. So they were putting so much pressure on themselves. Circus could be, again, you know, there's a lot of crowds that are there, and you know, a lot of people were aware and watching, like your connection, or watching them and seeing what was going to happen. The hay wagon. So this reminds me of the sun card today, because I have a deck where the sun has this hay wagon in it. So they're seeing the light. They're healing their inner child. This is self-confidence. This is the divine masculine energy. They're going to take action based on that confidence. This one that's come out again. So I asked last time what people think this is. A lot of people said bacteria. So it could be something to do with what's going on in the world right now, is creating a separation between you. This, whatever this is, looks very fearful. So yeah, it's really saying that this person is fearful at this time. But I feel like they're going to reach out during the holiday period with this snowflake. They're going to really be thinking about you, really longing for you during that time. So let's look at the charms. We have bullshit remover and fuckboy repellent. So you may have pushed this person away because you felt like they were bullshitting you, and now you've pushed them away. I feel like they're the one that's removing their own bullshit. They're being more true to themselves. Look, we have the snowflake again. So holiday season, you'll be hearing from this person. Could indicate that you or they or both of you live where there's snow. Yeah, and they're 4-leaf clover. They look like little hearts. This is your connection moving in a positive new direction. And the heart is really saying that their love for you is true, so don't doubt that. If you want to know in depth about how this person truly feels about you, please check out my Dear Beloved message readings. They're $11.11. That's US dollars. They're not personal readings, but basically I created a really powerful oracle deck where I channeled messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. So when you book a reading, I choose a card for you and I basically email you the very in-depth description of the card, which is about 1,000 words in length. I have some really amazing feedback. Lots of amazing reviews on those readings. You can check them out by clicking on the link below this video. Again, they're called the Dear Beloved message readings. So please subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. It really helps me to continue to grow my channel. And if you do, then please tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. And now I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the Star. So this is a really powerful love message from your person. We're going to be looking into the tarot. Lots of messages cards. We're going to be pulling messages out of the bag as well and looking into the divination dice and the charm. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Wow, so this is a really amazing set of cards that have come out for you. We have 4 cups here, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So this person is definitely feeling so much love for you at this time. They really want to have this amazing relationship. All of these cards here are indicating to me that this person is coming forward and they're going to be reaching out to you really soon. Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning in love. Their heart is overflowing with love for you. They want to give you their heart. They want to wear their heart on their sleeve. They feel like you are one. They feel like this is a divine connection. And then we have the 2 of Cups, them coming forward, them reaching out, taking your hand. Again, they feel as though you have this amazing relationship, this amazing connection. They feel that you are meant to be, you know, you just resonate with each other so well on all levels, like emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. They just feel that this is a destined love. They feel like there's so much empathy between you both. There's an innocence, there's a purity, an unconditional love. And they're coming forward. They want balance. They want harmony between you both with that new beginning. They're feeling extremely passionate about you with this Ace of Wands. Again, this is them having goals, aspirations, and they're really going to take action to make the relationship work. They're dreaming about being with you, being your one and only, and being your Knight of Cups, that knight in shining armor. Very romantic feelings. They're having a lot of sexual fantasies about you. There's the Lions here, a lot of strength, a lot of fiery energy as they're coming forward. They see you as the Queen of Cups. They see themselves as the Knight of Cups. So there may have been some issues here where they haven't felt good enough for you, but now they're still having that confidence to come forward. They see you as the beautiful, divine, feminine. They feel like they have a lot to learn from you. They feel like they've already learnt so much by your light, which you shine on them. Interestingly, the Queen of Cups is the only cups card where there is a lid on the cup. So you may have, you know, put a lid on it, you know, put a lid on or put a stop to at this time expressing your love to them. You know, you feel as though this person has to prove themselves because it may have been all talk and little action or no action, but now I'm seeing a lot of action is going to take place. This person is going to ride in. That knight is a messenger of love. Look how he's offering the cup, open-hearted. Whenever I see a white horse, to me it's the person that's on the path of their highest good. So they feel like you are the one who's right for them. They feel as though life is so much better with you in it. So let's pull some clarifying cards. All of the message cards in today's reading are my own creation. So how's this person feeling about you? What message do they have for you? Okay, so we have the Hermit. I'm figuring things out. So yeah, they have been going inwards a lot. They've been doing a lot of soul searching, healing things, but it has been a process of them figuring things out, them having an awakening. That Hermit takes the lantern, the light into the shadows. So this is them going down that scary path of looking inwards, to do whatever they need to do in order to be in the right place, to truly be there for you, to truly be dependable, and what they want to be, because they want to be the best version of themselves for you. Yeah, see, we have, I want to give you everything, the Six of Pentacles. So there may have been an imbalance, a give and take in your relationship. Maybe you were giving a lot and they felt like they couldn't give as much in return. There may have been an imbalance. Maybe you were more in the divine masculine energy of taking charge and providing this person with a lot of things, being very generous. And you know, I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing, but it kind of made this person be more in the receptive energy, which is more of a divine feminine energy. So I feel like you've pulled back, and that is helping this person to have the confidence to be more in their divine masculine energy, and they want to give back equally. They want to give you everything. Let's start all over again. The Ace of Cups has come out again. So yeah, they want a fresh start. They're hoping for your forgiveness, you know, if they need your forgiveness. They want to do things right this time around. They figured out what the difficulties were, which were making things not work in the past. That's too many. We have, you are my soulmate, another 6 here. So 6 is the number of love. 6 of Cups. This is a card of someone from your past is returning to your life. Again, there's a purity of this connection, a pure unconditional love, a divine love. So this person coming back. Again, in the traditional tarot, this is another card where there's a boy offering the cup full of flowers to the girl. So the masculine energy reaching out and offering the feminine his heart. I will free myself soon to be with you. So whatever it is that has been holding them back, they're figuring that out. They're freeing themselves so that they can race towards you and, you know, make this relationship a reality. So let's look at some more message cards. Again, all of these message cards in today's reading are my own creation. We'll start off with our eternal love cards, and then we'll look at the I love you to the moon and back cards, followed by the messages from the divine masculine deck. Then we will pull messages out of the bag, look into the divination dice and the charms. So what is their message for you? I was holding on too tight and it was too painful. So yeah, at some point in your connection, this person was very obsessive over you. They may have worried excessively what you thought of them, worried excessively about what was going to happen, whether, you know, they were going to be heartbroken, whether it was all going to fall apart. And it became very overwhelming for this person, and so I feel like they may have run away at some point or walked away because they just wanted to avoid being rejected. It's like they were really working themselves up with those fears, and they just needed peace of mind. They needed to try and get away from that for a while. I don't deserve you. I regret many things from the past that I can't take back. So yeah, they do have regrets. they do see themselves as that Knight of Cups and you're the Queen of Cups. So, but again, I feel like they're having much more confidence now in you, like being the Queen, and then, you know, they'll be happy to provide for you. That will make them feel really good. They would love seeing you smile, love knowing that they're making a really positive difference in your life. Okay, I didn't realise what I had until it was too late. So yeah, they may have taken you for granted. They may not have realised how important, how significant and meaningful your connection was until now. Yeah, so I definitely feel as though you've withdrawn from this person, and it's really made them reprioritise and realise a lot of things. So that is why they're going to be coming forward. What do you think of me right now? So yeah, they are kind of concerned that you're seeing them in a bad light. This could have been what they were worrying about throughout this whole connection, you know, excessively worrying what you thought of them. And that was causing them to second guess themselves. You've made me closer to spirit, and for that I am eternally grateful. So again, I feel like they've learned a lot from you. You've opened their eyes to a lot of things. They've had major like epiphanies, spiritual awakenings, major realizations that they are good enough, major realizations of how there may be like kind of being self-destructive in certain ways, and they are very, very grateful. Yeah, you could crush me at any moment, so I've always been on guard. So yeah, this person has been very fearful of rejection, of things falling apart, because subconsciously they would have taken it so personally. They would have taken it as a reflection of them not being good enough. Why does everything have to be so complicated? So they're feeling quite frustrated and kind of sad at this time, because they just want things to be easy. They just want things to flow and for you to be together without all these obstacles, without all these difficulties. I can't get you out of my head. This person is thinking about you all the time. Again, they may have this tendency to become a little bit obsessive, and then it gets too much. It causes like this life or death kind of scenario in their head, where, you know, they've invested so much thoughts on you, so much of their love, emotionally invested in you so much, and the future and their goals and dreams of you being together, that it makes the fear even stronger of that potentially not happening. So that is when they've become really fearful. I'm always talking about you to my friends. So yeah, I feel like they're thinking about you non-stop, and they're also talking about you non-stop, very like enthusiastically, seeking advice from their friends. It's like they can't shut up about you. You see deeply into me, and it scares the hell out of me. So in a way, they love that you see very deeply into them. That is what makes them feel so connected to you, because you have this resonance. You understand them on a deep level. I feel like you've helped them with their healing on a very deep core level as well. But at the same time, it really scares them, because there's many parts of themselves that they aren't loving or accepting, and that is why they're very like paranoid that you're gonna reject them. But it's just a reflection of their own perception of themselves. Okay, so let's see what the I love you to the moon and back cards have to say. What's their message to you? Because the love was instant, I couldn't trust it. I wondered how much of me you actually loved. So there was an instant connection here, a love at first sight kind of thing, an instant recognition of each other's souls. And I feel like maybe you were more awakened, you were more intuitive, and so you recognized that a lot sooner than this person did. They may have felt like it was infatuation. They may have been very logical and not understood the true meaning of the connection. Maybe that is why they took it for granted. And then they were like, how can you claim to love me when we don't really know each other that well? And then they were like, oh, you must have like projected some kind of fantasies, idealizations on me that I can't live up to. Or they felt like you were in love with their potential rather than the real them. And so they were like cautious. They didn't know whether to trust your feelings or not. So they may have tested the waters. They were resistant to dive head in, head first into your connection, because they didn't want it to fall apart. They didn't want the rug to be pulled out from beneath them if you kind of woke up and realized, oh, this person isn't who I thought he or she was. So they were like very cautious. I love how you make me feel like $1 million. I don't want to get close to you, shatter your dreams, and lose your adoration. So again, there's been this belief within them that you've kind of had dreams and fantasies and idealizations rather than you actually being in love with the real them. But I feel like you've been in love with their soul. So this person, it's like they tried to live up to, like they felt like you had daydreams and fantasies about them. So it's like they tried to become that kind of fantastical fantasy person, because they thought that that's what you'd fallen for. You were infatuated with their potential of who they could be, and they were afraid of getting close. And again, you seeing the real them and then that disappointing you. I can't stop thinking about you. And we had, I can't get you out of my head. Shit had to happen to wake us both up. So there's been a lot of triggering within this connection. There's been a soul contract between you where you had to learn a lot of things through that triggering, through heartbreak, rejection kind of things. Like whatever's been creating fear within you both as individuals had to be triggered up to the surface. I feel like you want me to be responsible for your happiness. So they may have felt like you had high expectations of them. They may have felt like you've had inner child wounds or childhood wounds, where you were looking to them to love you in all the ways you didn't feel loved in your childhood or something like that. And they know that they cannot make you happy if you're not happy within yourself, kind of thing. So maybe they felt a lot of pressure, like you were setting them up for failure, because it was impossible for them to heal you, because we all need to heal ourselves. So let's see what the messages from the Divine Masculine cards have to say. This karmic situation is busting my ass. So yeah, this person's been stuck in some kind of karmic situation. That doesn't necessarily mean a karmic relationship. It's whatever's been blocking them, holding them back from knowing their worth, basically. So it could be their own thought patterns. It could be abuse that they've experienced, heartbreak, or it could be, a karmic relationship of any kind. Doesn't have to just be romantic. I'm always thinking about you. So we have, I'm always thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't get you out of my head. Wow. I receive total abundance. So I feel like this person is trying to work with the law of attraction to receive this dream, this goal, this aspiration of having you, having it all. My heart is opening. So yeah, they've had a spiritual awakening. They're listening to their heart. They're following their heart more than that logic. That's what's guiding them forward. Help me. So yeah, they see you as a very strong person. They see you as their rock. You inspire me to be my best version. So yeah, they really look up to you. I feel like you have helped them a lot, and they want you to remain open and keep like nurturing them, but you know, they need to like heal themselves as well. So let's pull some messages out of the bag next. Heaven on earth. So they feel like absolutely amazing with your connection, because it is a higher dimensional connection. You know this person from past lives, you know each other from other dimensions, you may even be twin flames. So this connection is like bridging them, connecting them to the divine, opening their heart chakra, bringing in this really deep, profound sense of belonging. Shaking, sweaty, stuttering. This has come out a lot recently. This person feels very nervous around you, self-conscious. Some of them may even be shy. It's like they couldn't get over that fight, flight, or freeze response. Yeah, they've always wanted to reach out, and I feel like they will. They are coming more into that confidence. There was all those tarot cards of them coming forward, wearing their heart on their sleeve. We have another message here about karma to settle. So yeah, there was some sort of karmic lesson that this person has had to go through before reaching that place of being able to free themselves from that and make room in themselves for a new beginning with you. But they did feel safer in the status quo for a long time. So you may have had a situationship where this person wasn't fully available to you, but you were still in some kind of communication, or you were meeting up, but then, you know, they weren't like having a real commitment with you fully. So let's look at the divination dice. The King. So yeah, they are coming into their King energy. You had the Queen of Cups, they had the Knight of Cups, but they are awakening. They will heal to the point of being in their true divine masculine energy, knowing their worth, being able to have that amazing relationship with you. Their emotions run really deep for you with this well. Also, they're digging deep, they're going inwards, and they are healing whatever's been blocking them. Yeah, they felt very sad. They may have been going through depression. This is heartbreak. If there's a separation between you both as well, they're crying over you. They're crying over the past. They couldn't see clearly. They had this like storm, rain cloud over their head, you know, like in the cartoons where it follows them around. Feeling down about themselves, like overthinking, because I'm seeing the cogs here. Overthinking in a negative kind of way. With you, they feel so much warmth and nourishment and healing. They feel, you know, this connection is very nourishing. There is this very healing, pure energy between you both. And you're definitely soul family. Whenever I see this tree, it's like the family tree. But also this is about grounding your connection. To me, the leaves are like the higher dimensional aspect of your connection, and then taking root. It's really going to be grounding more and more in the earth. And beneath that is another well. That love, your connection runs very deep. So let's look into the charms. Okay, so we have it's too peoply outside. So this person may be an introvert, they may be a little bit of a loner, potentially they may be shy, insecure. We have ticket to happiness. So they see you as their ticket to happiness and great fulfillment. And this could be confirmation from the divine that this is the path of your highest good. We have a clock here, so that's divine timing has been involved. Things that needed to be healed and learned from. We have the church, so again, a very divine connection. It could indicate that you are twin flames, like one soul, the marriage of the soul, and you may end up getting married to this person. So interestingly, we have the secret love diary. So could have been an element where this person was trying to keep your connection secret in some kind of way. That was a major block. Or this is like a secret admirer, someone who's, you know, whether they are or not, it's like I'm seeing someone like writing in their diary. So it's like someone has these secret feelings for you. We have the witch's brew, coffee cup. So this is like the magician card. They're trying to manifest. They feel like you blend together really well. They're trying to manifest this connection. But also it could be, to do with coffee. Someone's a bit of a coffee addict. They may, meet up with you over coffee or something. They want a commitment. They may want marriage with the ring here. Very romantic love, very passionate love that they feel for you. Your connection is going to move forward in a positive new direction. The windmill is like the wheel of fortune. You're very dear to them. We have the locket, the heart locket with I love you on it. So lockets are about, people put pictures of people that are highly significant to them and they wear it close to their heart, So they have memories of the past and they're always carrying you around in their heart. There's a major transformation here. This is like the death card, so it's the ending of the old in order for a positive new beginning. We have the headphones. So someone could be really into music, or they may be, playing computer games with that headset on, or, however that may resonate. This person is coming into a lot of wisdom, a lot of awareness, awakening with the owl. Again, we have the crown. So they are becoming that king energy to match your queen energy. The flower. So this to me represents beauty, like your connection is beautiful and pure. There is the kitten, so there is an innocence about this person. Again, it's like a rebirth. Cats are about intuition as well. So if you really want to know in depth how this person truly feels about you, please check out my Dear Beloved message readings. They're $11.11, and that's US dollars. They're not personal readings, but basically I created a really powerful oracle deck where I channeled messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. So when you book a reading, basically I email you the very in-depth description of the card, which is about 1,000 words in length, and I have really amazing reviews of the readings, which you can check out by clicking on the link below this video. Again, they're called the Dear Beloved message readings. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon and turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. So thank you, and now I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 3. You've chosen the bauble. So this is a really powerful love message from your person. We're going to be looking into the tarot, lots of messages cards today, as well as pulling messages out of the bag and looking into the divination dice and the charms. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. So this person is feeling very romantic towards you at this time because they have the Knight of Cups energy. I feel as though recently they've been suffering a lot of depression, a lot of fears. They've been in a dark place. I feel in some cases this is to do with other areas of their life. It can also be to do with your connection, but this person has struggled a lot. Like there's a 7 of Cups in reverse, so there was a time when they had so much on their plate they didn't know how to fully commit to you, or how to fully be present in your relationship because they were dealing with a lot of things. The Moon card is like a lot of fears, a lot of their subconscious was coming up. This person's been going through the dark night of the soul. So for an example, it could be like they have family issues, or childhood wounds. It's like all of that's resurfacing for this person. Your connection may have really triggered their heart awakening, and then all of this stuff from their past is coming up. All the stuff that was blocked and stuck in the subconscious is coming up to be healed and released to help this person have a major transformation. Because we have the Death card here, a major transformation in order to really change, really let go of the past, because it's really, really been dragging them down. But as this has been going on, they haven't fully been available emotionally because they've been very distracted, very much in pain, very much in their trauma. Maybe they had a lot of negative stories that they've attached to certain situations where they were blaming themselves in terms of not feeling good enough, self-esteem issues. The Seven of Cups in reverse, though, it's like, it's like they needed to make a decision. What were they going to choose in life? Were they going to choose to keep focusing on all of this darkness, all of this shadow? Were they going to continue to traumatize themselves by overthinking about these things and feeling like a victim and feeling stuck and unavailable to you? Or were they going to choose happiness? Were they going to choose transformation? Were they going to choose to create this fresh start in their life and really focus on being positive, being strong, and standing up again and not allowing this to keep dragging them down? I feel since meeting you, you may well have really, really helped them to know that they have a choice. There's a better choice. There's a better way of living by being positive. They may have learned from your example. You may have assisted them, helped them to realize that holding on to the past is really just making them miserable in the present moment and making them miss out on really truly living their life and being happy. So now I feel as though this major transformation has occurred, or for the most part it has occurred. There may still be some transformation that's going on, but now they're coming forward. They're like being totally present. They're being totally like mindful and aware. And I feel like you've really made yourself so attractive in their eyes because they see you as this amazing person, this amazing divine feminine who has helped them heal and realize something that's been really holding them back pretty much for all of their life. And they see you as this really powerful, amazing person because you've come in after years and years of them suffering, and you've really woken them up. You've really opened their eyes to seeing that they have a choice to really choose personal empowerment and let the past go for the most part. And so they're coming forward now. It's like they're really, really attracted to you. They feel you are that divine, beautiful, feminine energy. You have faith in them. You look up to them. You know their power, their potential. And that makes them feel like that divine masculine energy who is empowered, who can be, that best version of themselves, sees themselves in a confident way and acts confidently and, really takes action. So this person, their heart is opening. Their heart is open to you. We have the Ace of Wands as well. Passionate new beginning. Them having a lot of goals and aspirations. There's the lines here. So this is strength, and having that strength to really take that action. Go for their goals and dreams. Create that brand new beginning. That amazing life for themselves. And that involves you. So let's look at some message cards. All of the message cards in today's reading are my own creation. So what messages do they have for you? We have the Three of Wands. I'm always waiting for you. So, this could have been mirrored in certain ways as well. This could have been something about a karmic contract. I'm not saying you're, karmic partners, but there was karma here where maybe you needed to learn and heal and grow. You may have seen how you needed to change because looking at this person kind of reflected to you. It's like you could see some of their issues very clearly as an outsider. You could see it clearly within them, but it's helped you to notice things about yourself that you could transform and change in order to bring your own happiness. So it could have been divine timing here, and this person subconsciously was waiting for you to have that open heart within yourself and heal certain things as well, so you could align much more harmoniously. I'm feeling much more harmony is happening within your connection now or very soon. I'm going to make you mine, the Ace of Wands again. So yeah, they're coming forward. They're going to make you theirs. There's the Knight of Cups, expression of their feelings, romantic communication, really making it happen. I have to stand my ground. So yeah, the Seven of Wands, there is definitely someone or something they have to stand up to. I feel like this has been what's kept them stuck in depression, almost like the Devil card energy. They felt bound to some kind of manipulation, some kind of control or abuse, and it was really, really affecting them. And they're in their personal empowerment. You know, they may have had to stick up to someone, but you know that created a lot of upheaval, and it's a painful situation they've been going through basically. I love how you nurture me, the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, you've helped them a lot. You've been their biggest ally. You've been right by their side. You've got their back kind of thing. You've helped them to see things much more clearly, and they love that about you. They feel you are this amazing divine feminine energy, and it's making them come more into their empowered divine masculine energy. I have to protect myself, the Nine of Wands. So yeah, I feel they have had to stand their ground and protect themselves from someone that was abusing them. So, you know, that has taken up a lot of time and energy for them for a long time, but I feel like they have stood their ground. They will very soon. We have healing is here, so this is amazing. This is a Star card. So after all this turbulence, this depression, whoever they had to stand up to, healing is happening within them, a major shift, and it's helping there to be healing and harmony between both of you. So let's look at some more messages cards. We're going to start off with the Our Eternal Love cards, and then we're going to move on to the I Love You to the Moon and Back cards, followed by the messages from the Divine Masculine. These are all my own creation. And then we'll pull some messages out of the bag, look into the divination dice and the charms. So what messages does this person have for you at this time? Yeah. You're the right person, but at the wrong time. So yeah, initially they weren't fully available because there was major things that they had to sort out within their life and within themselves. And it meant that they weren't fully available for you then. But now I do feel like you're moving into that healing stage where they will be fully available to you. Yeah. So this is what I said earlier. The healing may have been mirrored between you because we both have so much to learn and heal before we can align. So yeah, you're learning a lot from each other. You're both inspiring each other. You're both doing that healing because you want to make it work, and you are coming into alignment with each other in a much more harmonious way. I'm too asleep to resonate with a love so profound. So yeah, there needed to be some kind of awakening, some kind of realization. And I feel like you have spot that within this person, or you will very soon, and then they will wake up. They will realize that they don't want to keep living like their life feeling like a victim, feeling unhappy and miserable and in pain, and you've really inspired them to take back their personal power and create that happiness, create that amazing life, really live their life to the full in the present moment and planning towards a brighter future. Yeah, look, I'm so grateful for all that I have learned from you and our connection. Thank you. So you really have opened this person's eyes in a major way. It's completely changed their life, completely changed their outlook, and they're amazed. That's why they see you as this really amazing person, and it's like extremely attractive to them. Yeah, this is what you were like at the start of your connection. You and I are like a ball of wool. You're one end of the string and I the other, but we're a tangled mess. So you could potentially be twin flames where you're the same piece of wool, but the divine masculine energy is one end of the wool, divine feminine the other, and then there was like this tangled mess. There was karma to be healed between you both. There was things to learn and awaken to. I know we've shared many past lives together. So yeah, this is why you felt so drawn to each other. The karma that's been triggered between you both in this lifetime may have been from those past lives that needed to get out of the way, be healed and released before you come into this more harmonious stage together. Yeah, I don't deserve you. I regret many things from the past that I can't take back. So yeah, when this person had this awakening, this realization, they were like, oh, like they realized that when they were so caught up in their own pain and stress and unhappiness and depression, that they realized that you were just trying to help them. They couldn't fully see how amazing this connection was initially, but now they do. And then they're feeling a bit guilty, they're feeling a bit bad and regretful about certain ways in which they acted towards you in the past. That's why they're that Knight of Cups. They're wanting to be like that romantic person that you deserve them to be. What do you think of me right now? So yeah, they may be worrying that you're seeing them in a bad light because of some of those past actions. Maybe they weren't so bothered about what you thought of them in the past, and maybe it was a little bit, they were a little bit reckless, but now they're like they want to fulfill your needs. They want to be the best version of themselves. I can't bear this longing. So if you're in a separation, they're longing to be with you. They're thinking about you so much. That's why they're coming forward. That's why they're reaching out, communicating, or will be very soon. Although we're from the same soul family, we're in totally different grades in our life lessons. So one of you may have been more advanced in terms of awakening. I'm feeling in most cases it's probably you, the viewer. Like you could see things more clearly. Or you had much more of a spiritual, optimistic kind of mindset in general. Whereas they may have been more feeling like a victim, having logical thoughts and beliefs, and feeling like things were hopeless and that they were disempowered. They may have been looking outside of themselves and feeling a victim to their circumstances, whereas you may have been more like someone that knows about the law of attraction, and so you had this realization that things on the outside are often like a reflection of what's going on within. I can't get you out of my head. So this person is constantly thinking about you. You're on their mind all the time. So let's look into the I love you to the moon and back cards. What messages do they have for you? I became discouraged by all the obstacles. So yeah, there was a lot of obstacles between you. There was a lot of drama, perhaps, maybe misunderstandings. And they may have become very discouraged. They may have given up at some points because they felt like it just wasn't working out. I'm so worried that I've lost you. So yeah, they do have regrets about the past. We did have what do you think of me right now. And yeah, they're worried that maybe they've created too much damage and that there's no going back. I was so scared that you would reject the real me and leave me, so I put on a mask and felt like I could never take it off again. So yeah, they didn't feel good enough in certain ways, and in some cases they may have pretended to be something that they're not, or they just had walls up, like these thick defenses, because they were just so afraid of rejection and abandonment. That may well be what they're feeling with their family, or whoever, their childhood wounds that have been coming up. We met in order to hurt each other into awakening. I'm sorry it's such a harsh form of love. I wanted romantic bliss too. So yeah, there's been a lot of triggering between you both, a lot of upset. But it's helped you both in your awakening and healing in certain ways. Yeah, and again we have, I regret my actions. I wish I could turn back time. So they have this realization now that the certain ways in which they acted are really hurtful to you. And now they're seeing more clearly that they're, sorry about that. We are meant to be, so they see you as the one for them. And, now they're putting their best foot forward. You may see that they're really trying to be that best version, be dependable, be stable with you. Really trying to prove to you that they are, that, they have your thoughts and your needs in mind. They're trying to meet and fulfill your needs. We have, I've been a fool. So yeah, they're feeling kind of foolish because they were so caught up in some kind of drama in their life or in their head that they couldn't see like their self-destructive ways in the past. I'm thinking about children, so they may want children with you, or you may have a child, or you both may have children and you're bringing your families together. Could be that they're thinking about themselves when they were a child and healing that hurt. I feel insecure and I feel stuck. So yeah, I do feel like they have healed like massively, and they are still in that process, but it's not going to happen overnight. Wow, we have I see clearly now at the bottom of the deck. So there may still be things that they are working through, but they're much more mindful about it now. They're catching themselves a lot more when they're feeling like everything's hopeless kind of thing. They're realizing that it's their perspective. So let's look at the divination dice. Well, actually, let's pull some messages out of the bag first. Heaven on earth. So yeah, they feel this is a divine connection. They feel so uplifted, so amazing, so connected to the divine through your connection. Wow. Shaking, sweaty, stuttering. I think this has come out in all three sets of cards. So they may have felt very insecure around you, very self-conscious. We have safer in the status quo. So if they were very nervous around you, very fearful of rejection, if it made them feel very panicky, they may have had like this self-defensive kind of walls and barriers up, and they felt safer behind those walls for a long time. And you may have just not been able to continue with a relationship like that. So maybe you had a talk with this person. Yeah, you have a strong astral connection. This person may have felt safer connecting with you through that astral connection because there was less likelihood of rejection in the 5D rather than in the 3D. Yeah, fear of intimacy. So this person has feared getting close in case they get heartbroken, basically. So now let's look into the divination dice. They feel you are their missing puzzle piece. You've helped them to put the pieces together in their life. You've helped them have that epiphany, because like the last puzzle piece has been put in place. Puzzle piece put in place. The sun. Wow, so this is happiness, joy, seeing the light. The sun is the divine masculine energy. This person's coming into their personal empowerment. It's about confidence as well, and taking action based on that confidence, because it's the solar plexus chakra, which is all about that self-esteem. Ace of Swords. So this is victory. This is them cutting the ties to the things that aren't serving them. This is them seeing clearly, speaking clearly, being dependable, sticking up for you, being by your side, your biggest ally kind of thing. Yeah, they've been going deep within themselves, the stairs down into the darkness. You know, they've descended into a lot of despair, but they've come out the other side now, or that very soon they will be, because they've shed a lot of light on that shadow side, and a lot of healing has taken place. So we have the castle here, and I noticed that there's 2 towers, so it could be mirrored that you're both behind certain walls and barriers and fears, but that's what you're coming out of. You're coming much more into that healing, that openness. So let's see what charms we have today. So you may be spending the holidays together. We have the snowman, or this person may reach out to you during the holiday period. It reminds me of the Snowman story by Raymond Briggs, where at the end of the story the snowman melts, and so there may have, you may have been together, there may have been an ending of the connection, but then as soon as the snow comes back, the connection, the snowman's been rebuilt, your connection's been rebuilt. We have ticket to happiness. So yeah, they feel like, wow, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. They could be so happy with you. This is a major opportunity, so don't miss out on it. They may be feeling foolish because they were taking that for granted, or they couldn't recognize how important this connection was to them, and how it was the key to their happiness, and that is why they're feeling foolish. Because right next to it we have the I've been a fool card. So this violin, it could be a bass, but I see it as a violin. It's like they're serenading you, they're pursuing you, they're wooing you. They want harmony. Music is about harmony. It's like very romantic as well. Someone could be a coffee addict, potentially. Witch's brew. This is like the magician card. They feel like you make a good blend, and they're trying to manifest this positive new beginning, and it will happen, because we have the windmill here, which is things moving forward in a positive new direction. So if you really want to know in depth how this person truly feels about you and what's going on in your connection right now, please check out my Dear Beloved message readings. They're $11.11, and that's US dollars. They're not personal readings, but basically I created a really powerful oracle deck where I channeled messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. So when you book a reading, I pull a card for you, and I basically email you the very in-depth description of the card, which is about 1,000 words in length in general. And I have really amazing feedback, really amazing reviews for these readings. They're called the Dear Beloved message readings, and you can check those out by clicking on the link below this video. So please subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much for joining me here. I do really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.